Hello guys, Xdce here. I hope you guys are doing well, having a great day or a great night. And before jumping into the charts, don't forget to hit the like button, share and subscribe as well. We grow together. So let's go. Okay, so one of the reasons I am making this update is to show you something. Let's go to the daily first. Okay, so as you guys can see, just a second, I don't have my tools here. Okay, so right now we have this inside bar trading. Second, okay, so okay, as you guys can see, we have this inside bar trading for now, which is printing a bullish continuation pattern. Okay, and let's take a closer look. For hours. Okay, so here is the thing that I want to highlight. I'm going to use the tightening tool so you guys can have a better idea of what's happening. Just a second. Okay, so here we have, just a second, where is my tool? Okay, so here we have so far we have 50% of a bullish continuation pattern. Okay, which means we need at least 70% plus in order to be sure about it, and also for longs and for people who are looking to buy. And remember, this is not financial advice. Okay, this is for entertainment purposes only. And so what we are waiting for next here, if you do this, it is valid. Yes and not, and I'm going to tell you why. Because here we don't have a valid pivot for this range yet. Okay, so if you follow this draw and expect this kind of move, you have a very low chances of succeed. Okay, and why? Take a look on volume, and here you guys will see the decreasing activity, not only for buyers but also for sellers. And that's how this kind of structure develops. Okay, it doesn't develop with raging volume, okay, but instead with decreasing volume that leads to the bull break or to the bear break. Okay, so what we may expect here, let's take a closer look. Let me take out the volume. Okay, so what we can do here is this. Just a second. Oh, and another thing, if you are new on in the Fibonacci and everything around Fibonacci, remember, Fibonacci levels are not perpetual. Okay, you always have to update your Fibonacci. Okay, otherwise you will end up wrong or in the wrong side of the trade. Okay, always have this in mind. So what we may expect here, and we would be very healthy, it's another pullback around this level here. And also for those of you who are not familiar with the golden meaning, a healthy pullback for bull markets and bull moves like this one is always to have half pullbacks around this level. Okay, so it would be nice to see a pullback here to this level. Okay, even at halfway below it. Okay, and then we will look for bullish continuation. Okay, I'm not going to disclose my trading setup, but for reasons that you guys already know. But that's it for the short time frame. We can see this happening maybe before May 30. Yes, so this action here will be time versus price versus momentum. Okay, this is the math between about how patterns it's going to take longer, it's going to have a precoce bull or bear break. So this is the math, okay, because time is the bar in days, price, action, and momentum, it's the way we do the moves. Okay, so it's a triple side effect that always take place in any asset, not only in crypto, for everything. Okay, and this is a perpetual math for technical analysis. Oops, sorry, I'm trying to clean out this thing here, just a second please. And so right now what we will be looking for is this: how we will retrace and how fast we will do it. Okay, so it's how, it's like this. Okay, and how fast is like this. For example, a straight move would be better, right? But instead we can see small moves that takes longer and are boring. Okay, so we had this bad candle here. I don't remember if he was here when I made the last update, but it's not a big deal because it's on 4 hours chart. Okay, if it was in the monthly, weekly, or daily, I would be bearish. Okay, but it's not the case. And again, there is another thing I want to highlight. Just a second. Also, no, okay, so let's take a look first here. You guys know I don't draw Elliott setups based on guessworks. Okay, you will never see I doing such things in my charts. Okay, only when the setup is almost complete, that's when I will draw. Okay, because some people are going to do, for example here, right? What they will do, something like this. I will never do that. Okay, so I will going to show you what may happen based on Elliott, because as you guys can see, this move here is parabolic. Okay, so it's crystal clear. One of the reasons we are looking for continuation on the side to craft momentum before the bull break. And if we look for the rules of Elliott, for example, right, this one here. Okay, let's make a quick draw. How I will do it. So just for the sake of this example, 61 is my guy here, and this last point here. So this one we already are almost sure because we have the numbers behind it. Okay, so these three are valid. Excuse me. So these three are valid. This one is valid as well, which give us 50% plus. right? And this one here, we are speculating, but we have a good idea how it will play out. And this one here is based on the math behind this pattern here that will give us the target. Okay, for an idea. Oh, okay, so there's another thing here. Just a second, let me draw again. Just a second. Okay, so there's another thing here that that caught my attention about the Elliott setup and why it may be playing out. You guys see this wave here? This is wave C, known as the most powerful wave, okay? Because professional traders, they in how is the word? When they have a proper setup for bullish continuation using Elliott, something that we use on the Champions Club, we know that the first and the second are moderate. Okay, they don't have much firepower. But wave C is always the most aggressive wave in the whole setup. Okay, so this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And C is the most profitable wave. Okay. Reason this caught my attention because it's very likely to be playing out Elliott setup here. And so again, just another thing here about Elliott. Believe or not, 95% plus of all Elliott setups you will see everywhere, TradingView, Crypto Twitter, they are not even valid. Astonishing number, right? So if you pretend to learn about it, if you like it, if you are researching, please do a deep dive, okay? Because this is very complex and not easy at all. If it was easy, all these people won't be wrong, okay? So continuing here, we know was wave C, and now we are looking for D, which is our bullish continuation pattern for the bull break. And now let's take a closer look if we can find targets for this bull break that will lead us to E point. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is this. So this was my previous setup, and this is the level that we were looking for our Fibonacci. And presuming, just a second, right here. Okay, so presuming we are going to make it beautifully to this range before looking for continuation, the target here is going to be around just a second. Okay, so 005, 007. Yes, it's going to be around this level here. Just a second. I'm not going to draw because I will display my trading setup, okay? So, but I'm going to show you the target anyway. Yes, excuse me, just a second. Okay, let's go. So for a bull break of this structure here, we are looking for targets around this level. So this is the first and this is the second. And so the first will be around 006 and 007. Okay, I expect it to play out. Let me see here. So we may be at the end of this structure around May 31, late June 1st, or maybe June 2nd, and then we will be ready for bullish continuation here, okay? And always remember, when some people say, well, technical analysis doesn't work, they are always wrong. No, the thing here is not about being right, it's about to be more close to the to be accurate as possible. That's the idea, okay? Because like I said before, it's time versus price versus momentum, okay? So we have multiple things and multiple maths behind every single move, every single candle, every single level, okay? And let me see if I'm not missing anything here. Let's take a look for OBV as well. Okay, so as you guys can see, we have the same pattern taking place here on OBV as well. So before making this, I'm using OBV here on this kind of analysis just to highlight what I see and how I see. Okay, I don't make draws on my OBV. I just take a look to find more clues about what's happening. Okay, so this is a way to try to get the idea from my mind so you can understand it, because there's so much things that we can't explain all. Okay, so I'm going to take out the targets. So as you guys can see here, we have the same pattern following. Okay, and now I'm going to show you something else, again about nature of moves. That it's something that I'm developing my theory on top of it. So just a second. Okay, so who is in charge here? Okay, who's in control for this action here? We have the bulls making their move, and now we are going sideways. Okay, some people will say consolidation, but it's not consolidation at all. Okay, uh, so the bulls are in control here, right? But what if this was the scenario? The bears would be in control, right? So one nature doesn't match with the other. Okay, so it can be bull and bear. It has to be or bull or bear. Okay, and people who say, well, I don't know, I don't know if it's bullish, I don't know if it's bearish, I don't know where it's going, because it's clueless. Okay, and sometimes I'm clueless as well for some scenarios. But what I do, I don't do anything, because if it's not clear, we are out. Okay, we wait for more info for a better understanding. And so let's take another look on the daily. Okay, so let's take a look on this structure here to find more info about this one here. Okay, just a second. For a better example, let's take a look on the 4 hours. Okay, so it's this one here, right? This was almost a similar scenario that we are developing right here, right? The difference is this one is way aggressive compared to this one here, right? But this was a bullish continuation pattern that broke bearish. But let's take a look on the anatomy of this structure for a better understanding of the last one, okay? So first things first, when we measure Fibonacci, So this is our setup for this pattern, and here it's around 50 if I'm not wrong. So now let's take a proper look, just another way to have a better understanding. Okay, let me zoom in. Okay, so as you guys can see, 0001 was the average price for this structure here. Okay, what happened? After we end up rejected on the 50, which is not a Fibonacci sequence, and so rejected on the average price, and this breach here, this one here, was the clue that the bullish setup was broken. Okay, and check how we traded below the 50 and a little after below the golden. Okay, so despite the trigger for 61, we end up trading below the average price, which is bearish. Okay, so we will be lucky. Where's my chart? Sorry. Okay, so for this structure here we are looking for the same. Okay, and just to share another clue here. Okay, so this move here, like I said before, it's maybe likely and healthy to pull back a little. Okay, and another reason for that is this kind of move is not bullish. Okay, we have a mirrored move here, which in my opinion leads to the ones in control for the short time frame, which is the bears. That's why we need that health correction. And also this structure here is well known like dead cat bounce or loser sali. Okay, when you have a big spike or run and then a little pivot and then goes in a mirrored way. Okay, so just a few hints about the theory I'm working on. And so guys, this is it. Let's wait for a health pullback before looking for continuation. And remember, we only have 50% here. Okay, but what we know for a fact is the bulls are in control. Okay, just a second please. Yeah, so I believe this is it. I think I covered everything for Xdce for now. We will keep looking at for the next few days ahead. Okay, and let me take a look in the chat. Matsumura, boom. First last, ready to take profits. I would be too. John, hello John. Matsumura, super crisp, bought it in literally a day before the pump. Okay, no problem. Check my analysis and take your conclusion. Zeal, yes, I will update Zeal. Is there going to be asking for? Isn't there going to be? Nick, hello Nick. Matsumura, Nick. Okay, guys. I believe. Akbanner. Oh, hello, my friend. Thanks for the support. Not a master at all. Just an average Joe. So, guys, this is it for now. I hope this update helped you and maybe the way you look at it, or yeah, you know. So that's it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay. I will see you guys soon. Thank you.